to Parliament, where we expect a head count for approval of the 2024 budget. The minority has vowed to oppose the passage of the budget. Joining us from Parliament is Kweku Asante, our correspondent over there. Kweku, just for the benefit of our audience, let's begin with a recap of the events leading to where we are right now.
So, Daryl, as we speak, sitting has not started yet, and we expect that any moment from now, the leadership of the House will gavel the House in session. But what happened yesterday was that there was a debate on the 2024 budget, and the debate concluded. We expected that there was going to be a vote. The vote did not happen, and by a voice vote, the minority purported to have rejected the budget. There was some discussion as to what form this new challenge of the process should take, and there was a decision that there should be a headcount. This is where the minority disagree with how things have panned out in Parliament, and they are disagreeing with the mode the majority have adopted. So the sticking point now and the disagreement in terms of what exactly is happening in the House is that the minority say the voice vote that approved the budget is something that they do not agree with. They've gone ahead to challenge the Speaker's decision on that. And so per the standing orders, specifically Order 113, what is going to happen is a head count. And if you look at the other paper, that is exactly what has been listed. And past 3 hours since Parliament was expected to sit, they haven't started sitting. And so any moment from now, when the Speaker of Parliament comes in and proceedings begin, we expect that there will be a head count on the 2024 budget and economic policy statement that was presented to members by Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta. The Finance Minister yesterday told journalists that as far as he is concerned, the 2024 budget and economic policy statement has been approved. The truth is that is not the case, because normally if the budget is approved, the Speaker of Parliament would have gavelled and said the 2024 budget and economic policy has now been approved. The Speaker did not see that yesterday, and especially more so since his vote has been challenged. There will be a head count on the floor any moment from now, and we will get to know the fate of the 2024 budget. The sides are equally split down the middle. The minority say they don't want the budget because of taxes it introduces, whilst their colleagues on the majority believe this is what they call the inclusion budget and must be allowed to go through direct.
Why is the minority opposing the passage of the budget? What are the critical issues?
The key issues for the minority are the taxes. They say the government has introduced some new taxes in this budget to the tune of about 11 billion Ghana cedis. Yesterday, the minority leader in his debate on the floor specifically listed some of these ones that are coming in by way of the VAT Amendment Act, which has been laid in Parliament. And they say that is going to mean that even public transport is going to be taxed, as it were, by the government. And this is not something that they agree with. And yesterday, the minority that was on the floor for almost an hour, debating and making it clear why their side will not accept this. We've also heard from the minority talking about the contingency vote and why they believe that 1 billion Ghana cedis should not be put there because of the discretion it gives the Minister for Finance to spend. So it's a catalog of issues that the NDC minority have put out in terms of what exactly they are opposed to in the 2024 budget. There are a lot of them. And they say, in fact, this morning when I spoke to Mr. Blackwell, he said the government should go back, present another budget, and then they'll be looking at it.
Well, this is going to boil down to numbers, the math, isn't it? And so how do you anticipate things to go? What are the chances that the majority will lose the head count?
Well, they have to bring in all their numbers, and they win. Yesterday, they did not have 3 MPs who on the floor. Kennedy Japan was not around, John Kuma was not around, and the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs too was not around. That's 3. And the minority did not also have numbers. Mahama Yariga was not around, for instance. So ultimately, the majority are able to bring in all their numbers, they win. But we know that Kennedy Japan has been in the United States for some days now. We don't know if he'll be back today by the time the head count is expected to be taken. The deputy ministers who were not around yesterday, we understand they are in, John Kuma and the Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs. We understand all of them are in now and they'll come to the floor. But you can see it is empty. There's a lot of caucus meetings, a lot of talking that is happening around the table to try and come to some agreement in terms of what exactly should be done. So any moment from now, we expect that the majority side will be able to bring all 138 of their members to the floor. If they're able to do so, they win. If not, they get to suffer this major setback of the budget having been rejected. Remember, in 2021, there was a similar spectacle, which some economists have blamed for the current economic predicaments because of the delay in the passage of the budget and all the issues that came up there.
Want to avoid a delay, and so how would the delay in passing the budget impact the economy, especially at this crucial time when we are seeking the second tranche of our bailout package from the IMF?
Well, Darryl, the budget is crucial. Government needs this budget to be able to spend in the upcoming year, and economists have already warned. Listen, if you are going out there for external creditors to give you money, if you are going out there for external creditors to cancel some of the debts you owe, and you cannot even get your house in order, it does not send a good signal to investors. And you know that investment and investors and their confidence in an economy is crucial for the economic survival. And so that is why yesterday the finance minister rushed to do a press conference here in Parliament to say that as far as he is concerned, the budget has been passed. He wanted to send a signal to investors that everything was all right. But of course, that is not the case. The budget has not been approved. So confidence in the economy is critical. And once investors begin to lose confidence, they start to pull out their money, and that will sink the economy, which is already really on the ground.
All right. Kwaku Asante, thank you so much. Keep your eyes on events over there for us. I'm sure we'll see you sometime soon on our television sets. Appreciate it. Kwaku Asante, Parliamentary Affairs Correspondent. Now.